All right, so welcome back to the second episode of the Forge podcast here with Miami Esports. My name's Tyler.
My name's Trae.
And today we're joined by...
I'm Lombardi, Justin.
And my name is Jake. My gamer tag is Phirb.
So these are two members of our Smash Varsity Esports Club, and, truly impressive what they've been able to do in the short time they've been here so far. The number 2 ICs in the world just gracing us with his presence. Coming down from heaven and, beating my ass in every weekly.
The number 2, yeah, that's ambitious for sure, but...
I think it's accurate.
I'm going off of what Semi told me.
Yeah.
Semi told me you are
Semi.
the number 2 ICs in the world.
Certainly top 2 U.S., I think.
Top 2 U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
You and Hammer, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean, it came down to some artificial ranking, like seeding.gg. They had me, number, I think right now, 216 in the world, but, I compared all the other ICs, and...
You're number 2?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Pretty crazy.
the Falco main here. A residential Falco main who... I hate that matchup so incredibly.
What do you mean?
Join the club.
Yeah, not nearly second in the world, but...
There's also more of you, so...
There's a lot more.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that definitely goes into play there for
I'll
sure.
settle for best in Ohio right now.
Mhm.
Keep going.
just casually settling for
Yeah.
the best in the state, that's
Yeah.
out here. I'm just a casual J copier. I'm a J copycat at this point.
Jay.
Yeah.
What a guy.
The first time I met you, for some reason, I thought your name was from the SoCal Melee tournament, Saving Mr. Lombardi. But then I realized that's just a Falco thing.
Yeah, that's the tournament's named
Yeah.
after Falco. Yeah.
But yeah, no,
I've heard that before. That's
yeah, no, he gets that a lot. Actually, fun fact, we have a class together, and we had to, create some groups, and me being the idiot I am, I put down, Jake Ross, my name, there was, a Sam Clark, and then I put Justin Lombardi. And, I turned it into the teacher, and, thankfully, they caught me, and, I changed it, but,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's funny.
You're just that close with Falco,
I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Which-
he's awesome.
I've also heard that you have a secondary knee brawler, possibly.
Working on it. Definitely not good. Not nearly as good as Scoops here, but
I can attest
Did
to
you guys see the tweet that James made that in 2025 the Miami
Yep.
varsity esports team is 5 knee brawlers?
I wish.
Yeah.
He was playing him the other day.
Yeah, no, I mean, that tweet that James made, it was actually a quote retweet of mine. It was I was like, why is me brawler so fun? Skull emoji. But I was just playing him. We were playing just him, some friendly games in the Armstrong Lounge, and just having a great time playing me brawler.
He's so fun, so easy. He plays the game for you.
Me brawler isn't hype. I will stand
What?
by
No,
that
that-
statement.
no,
Wow.
you're so
Me
correct.
brawler
Okay.
combos
I think he's
are
hype.
so easy.
You weren't watching this. You weren't
yes.
watching the scoop set at Riptide when he just did the pummel thing, and then everyone just went just the crowd went wild.
Yeah, every time he
Yeah.
would suplex somebody,
Yeah.
everyone, whoa.
It's like, whoa,
Yeah.
he hit side B.
It was hype though,
But yeah,
All right, I don't see anybody doing that with Incineroar. Why do we do
Literally.
it with me brawler? All
because
right.
Incineroar's lame.
Well, I can actually explain that. Me brawler's side B, it has armor, which I know Instance does on the end, but on the startup. So if you trade with it, it still goes through and it grabs. It's
Yeah,
stupid.
broken.
Oh, that's really dumb.
Yeah.
then.
Yep.
But obviously, how's the varsity season been going so far? I heard that you guys had a crew battle last weekend, and that was why I got top 8 at the last weekly because Scoops DQ'd.
Yeah.
So hog.
No, it's been really good. We were coming off Riptide, but we didn't do the greatest in crews, but I think that was just a learning thing. We didn't know who to send in when and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But for the last couple of weeks, we've been doing Wi-Fi crew battles against other colleges like Cornell, Campbellsville, Cleveland State, stuff like that.
We did a scrim versus Akron.
Yeah.
Akron was really good. They kind of kicked our butts, not gonna
No,
lie.
the scrim, yeah. In all the official conference matches, we haven't lost yet. But yeah, Akron was really good when we played them in a scrim.
I mean,
Who do they
Box
got?
Ken's really good.
Yeah, they got Cytonics. They got was it scribbed out or was it
Fortune.
It was Fortune.
It was Fortune. But yeah, they had some really good local
Sword
Ohio
Fighter.
talent. Cytonics was previously ranked.
Yeah, Cytonics was top 5 in Ohio for a
Mhm.
while.
Yeah, playing on a cheater controller, which
Yeah.
that's a whole topic in and of itself.
Oh.
Box controllers versus
Oh, he's
Yeah,
playing on
yeah,
box.
yeah.
box. I don't know how much y'all know about boxes.
So, as somebody who's in the FGC a decent
Yep.
amount,
Okay.
we have so many discussions happening on the regular about it. But at this point, we've all kind of resigned ourselves to just allowing it because while it does give an advantage because you can just do things that aren't necessarily physically possible on a controller, the amount of learning that it takes to do it and the learning curve, we just don't really want to touch it right now.
And it's like way easier on people's hands and stuff like
that.
It's
like we're not going to be like, hey, destroy your hands for the next 5 years because we're not allowing you to play on box,
Right.
I also think it's cool that it allows the game to like get pushed further.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that aspect, but I also hate it at the same time because it's like, as somebody who plays strictly on pad, seeing somebody be able to do inputs that I physically cannot do.
But absolutely. I mean, like, this is not a diss on Saitans. I mean, he's obviously a very talented player, but when I was playing him and he presses his SDI button, it immediately gets out of my, like, close range blizzard, which normally would convert to, like, 80%, but he gets away with a neutral reset in 7%. I'm like, that's broken. Interesting.
Wait, he just has an SDI button?
Well... that's a generalization, but he had the most insane SDI I'd ever seen. And
I think you just like tap one button a couple times.
I'm assuming that's bots.
Yeah.
I mean, he's very
like,
good.
Yeah.
Versus a controller, you have to like wiggle the stick really fast.
Yeah, and like you can like break your controller by wiggling it too hard because GameCube controllers are ancient.
Yeah.
As somebody who doesn't play on GameCube controller, I don't have to deal with that.
I'm a pro controller lover.
I mean, your controller gets drift.
Yeah. Well, no. Pro controllers suck. Don't get me wrong.
They got snapback drift.
But I just like the layout way better.
Bluetooth interference.
Interference is the worst.
Yeah.
Luckily at Riptide, the Procon interference wasn't bad. But like sometimes even at my local ALs, the tournament we do in Cincinnati, I just get like horrible interference. Like none of my inputs go through.
Yeah.
Like the rumble's all messing everything up. Yeah.
Yep.
It can be bad. But.
I don't even have Rumble on my controller, and I make sure to always turn that off just because I don't want to. Like,
yeah, we play an imperfect game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which, it just sucks how Smash, like, we need more support, man.
Yeah, there's always those things.
No,
we just got to play through it. Like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and, like, if you want to, like, get through the interference, like, playing through... Like, you can kind of play through wired, but the latency is, like, way worse for some reason.
Yeah, it adds, like, a frame or two of just, like playing wired. Like,
yeah.
Why is that a thing?
I feel like it should be the opposite.
Yeah, it should be faster.
No, it is actually the opposite for at least on most actual, like, I think MK and, like, Street Fighter and things like that, it's actually, like, way better to
play wired. It, like, makes sense. But, I think Nintendo's just, like, you're just, like, charging the controller. You're not actually, like, synced up through the cord. You're still doing Bluetooth, you know.
Yeah.
So dumb.
But yeah, that's why I think GameCube is a better.
I don't know.
I mean, y'all have the extra button, but like we don't have all the other factors.
Yeah.
To be honest, I just don't like the layout that much.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like
the jump button's so far away.
I feel like it's the best.
Button.
It's the best layout for Smash.
The thing is also, as somebody who plays with tilt stick religiously and cannot play Melee because of it.
Yep.
Yeah, that is an adjustment you have to make. I play a little bit of Melee. It still throws me off.
I've been getting into it too. Melee's fun.
You played one tournament.
Yeah, and I had so much fun.
And you beat Kirby.
I got 5th. I could have gone further, but I had to DQ.
You didn't have to DQ. I was just like, yo, you should.
We were going to be there till 6 o'clock.
We were going to
be there
DQ. But, you know, this was yesterday at our Smash and Honor every Saturday tournament.
Yeah.
He was doing good in both games, and he just was like holding up both brackets, so he just chose to know. I mean, he probably would have lost his next round because Jam is actually.
Yeah, Jam's pretty good. But
he plays Melee. Shout out to the Jam.
As somebody who has entered, I think 3 Smash and Honors at this point, something like that. I remember my first one, I had the single worst bracket run I think I possibly could have had that week, where I went somebody who had never been in a tournament before, 2-0'd him, then went from that into winter, then into semi.
Ooh, yeah.
What was Semi doing in the losers?
Yeah, that early? What the heck?
I think he went against Winter. It was like Winter or Lombardi or somebody. Like,
was it semi losers early yesterday?
Oh, yesterday?
We had a lot of people.
No, yesterday was a messed up bracket.
Yeah, I was in losers early. Brenbum was in losers early.
Brenbum lost to round 1.
Yeah.
Also, Mindless Man. Just
Mindless
appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah,
no,
is that beef from the?
Yes. Yeah.
We saw him like a couple
guy.
weeks before the season started, and we're like, dang, this guy's good.
Yeah, he was the freshman block party, and he was playing on the projector setup, messing everyone up, and I'm like, ooh, low key.
Yeah, he won a Smash and Honor the other week. I mean, it wasn't like the most stacked thing, but like still.
Still, I mean,
over good players.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
he took it over semi. It was pretty good.
He 3-0'd semi initially,
Yeah.
and then
He threw out semi and
He got-
losers, and then semi
got the
got his
reset.
reset. Yeah.
got the
Mhm.
reset.
But then
Yeah.
couldn't get a
And-
game 5, right?
But yeah, I actually played him yesterday. It was my round 2. He was really good, and like I played against really good Bowser Jr. players previously. Shouts to Riptide,
Mhm.
but like he was really patient. You know, I mean, he was choosing his openings. He, you know, I mean, like he kind of just like chose his openings kind of predictably, but like in the manner he did, it was really safe, and I could see why he was able to win. I mean, he's really good.
For sure.
Which the biggest thing is just not knowing the matchup
Mhm.
is what hurts a lot of people. And
Oh,
obviously,
trust, I know.
playing what 2 of the like top 10-ish Bowser Juniors in the world.
Yoda
/
Cage is
US.
number 1.
Yoda Cage is number 1.
Yeah.
Bowser Jr.
Yeah, Sweaty's
And-
really good too.
Playing both of them and beating both of them at
Yeah.
Riptide kind of gives you that matchup experience that
Yeah,
most people just
That
don't
was-
get.
Yeah, no real.
I don't know how that happened. I'll be honest. I mean, one Bowser Jr. Okay, it happens. 2 in the same bracket path. I'm like, okay.
Within like 2 matches of each other.
I'm
like,
glad
wasn't there one in between
Yeah,
Yoda Cage and
what was the
Sisqui?
path?
Oh,
Yeah, it was like
of
you
the
fought
entire-
Squishy first,
Swishy into Beast, who plays Pokemon trainers. Really
also
good.
from Philadelphia.
yeah,
Mhm.
3
Into
Philadelphia.
Yoda
And
Cage,
then into
also
Yoda
from
Cage.
Philadelphia. Yeah,
And you
Yeah.
beat all 3.
yeah.
I did, yeah. Honestly speaking, I mean those are all tough matches, but like the unsung like hardest like match I played the entire bracket was versus a Rob player from Michigan.
Really?
His tag was Hawk. He's really good.
Hawks nuts.
Yeah.
One of the best doubles teams in the world.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Linus and Lucy, they're called the Twins. They win like doubles majors, like over like MK Leo and like really good people.
Yeah.
They're just a really
Yeah.
good static team.
But just individually, they're also great players. So
yeah,
Whoever could have guessed that Rob is a good character?
yeah.
Yep.
How many nairs do you think he saw that match?
The whole set. Hold on, let me do some quick mental math.
Probably
So,
100, easy.
let's say each stock he hits 2. That's 3. Then whips 10. That's 12 times 3 times 4. And plus some more.
It's around 100, I'd say. Maybe give more to
It
give or
definitely
take.
cracks triple digits.
Yeah, 100%.
Which I mean, that's just how it goes,
Yeah.
I mean, like that's just Rob. I mean, he's a broken character.
Yeah, which is really impressive to say in a game full of cheaters that Rob is one of the biggest cheaters. As just this old what is it? SNES like
Something.
I think it's
attachment thing?
is it the original?
Yeah.
Or is
NES?
it like
The-
the original?
Yeah.
I think it
NES?
was originally an attachment for the SNES
No,
that
you
I
might be
like
right.
put into
Yeah, no, you
Brawl
could-
for some reason, and then also like Mario Kart DS.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing him on Mario Kart DS. I'm like, who is this?
Yeah,
Was Mario Kart DS first?
Yeah,
Like he
Yeah,
he
he
just
just
showed up
appeared
in that
and-
game?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
which I never ended up unlocking him.
No.
Oh,
you
that's so
kidding me?
sad.
Mario Kart DS was my jam.
I love
Yeah, it was so
Mario
good.
Kart
I
DS,
love
though.
Mario Kart DS.
Yeah. My brother was really good at like snaking. Like it's however you drift in
Oh,
that
yeah.
game.
I
But
was goated at snaking.
I sucked at
was
snaking,
good.
dude. I was like, how do you
I
go
was-
straight while also going left and right?
I
Like,
was cracked on Mario Kart DS.
yeah. I tried to bring that shit into like Mario Kart Wii, and I just like kept like running into the wall. I'm like, what the hell is this game, bro?
Yeah. I mean,
No, Mario Kart Wii actually the best though.
No
Yeah.
way.
That's my favorite.
Okay, I might be a zoomer because I didn't play a lot of Mario Kart. I mean, I did. I had it as a kid, but
Mhm.
like Mario Kart 8.
Oh my god.
So-
it's too easy.
I love both
Yeah.
for different reasons.
Mhm.
Mario Kart Wii because I feel like it's it's my nostalgia. If I ever want to go back and play a Wii
It's
game,
so
it's gonna
good.
be that. But I mean, 8 is like perfect.
No, it's
Dude.
not.
Okay, well,
There's no,
now
like-
they have Chunky Kong and they are like adding more characters, more tracks.
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean,
The-
200cc is awesome.
The DLC tracks definitely help, but
yeah.
I don't know. I just love the original.
So coming off of because we had mentioned Riptide for a second there, I had heard that some wild things had gone down in the water park after day one,
Or stay
And-
2 generally.
or 2.
I had heard
Yeah, it
some
was
stuff
Saturday.
on Twitter. I wasn't there.
I had heard some stuff was going down in the water park where like 4 or 5 people all went down one slide at the same time.
That was a
I didn't hear that. What
Oh
the
my
heck?
Wait, I didn't even hear that.
I
I
didn't
was
hear
there.
that. I heard 2 different
I
stories.
thought I had heard something like along those
I
lines.
heard somebody shat in the pool.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
wait,
yeah,
really?
that's what I heard.
I heard
didn't
that,
hear that.
and
I didn't
like
hear
I
any of
heard that
this.
someone jumped off of the bridge into the wave pool.
No way.
That's what
That's
I heard.
wild.
Well,
Yeah.
we all just got completely different stories.
Dog,
It's
Did you
crazy.
Smashers
go
are
into
wild.
the water park
I did,
afterwards?
yeah.
Or-
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Saturday,
and
I-
you just went back
Saturday.
to the hotel
Yeah,
and
no.
fell asleep?
Trey was there. Justin was there. I was there. A few other Smashers were there.
Yeah, most of the varsity.
We were
team.
chilling in the wave pool. No shit in there.
Yeah, there's no shit when I was there. I just heard
Yeah, I heard from the
the grapevine.
he said, she said, on top of a he said, she said situation. I'm like, okay, I'll just take it at face value. Someone crapped in the pool.
Yeah, it would not surprise me.
That's what I
but-
want to believe.
Yeah.
It was probably a drunk Melee player just doing their part for Mango.
Yep.
Dude, Smash players are a different breed. There was like Melee setups in the water park.
Yeah, there was Melee and Ultimate setups like right outside the wave
No,
pool.
Yeah.
I saw Tycho. He's a local Lucario player. He was playing friendlies by the pool.
I'm like, dude,
What?
you can just go to the venue
Yeah.
and play. We're in
Yeah.
a water park. You're 10 feet away from a pool right now.
Yeah, as
You-
everyone was leaving, I saw like Shucks and Turtle playing friendlies like outside the wave pool. And I'm
Shout
like,
out
what
to
are you doing?
Shucks. I love Shucks. He's cool. I also love Turtle
Who
Boy.
brings their controller into the water park?
Yeah, that's
That-
what I'm wondering.
Like, did you run back to your hotel room to grab your controller just to play by the water?
Or you just have it on you.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
just leave it in
dedication.
your pants as you're like going down slides and stuff, and then just
I mean-
pull it out?
Melee players have that thing on them, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
They're always ready for
They
friendlies.
got the MF thing, yeah.
Bro, Melee players are like a different breed,
No.
even from Ultimate players. Don't get me wrong, Ultimate players are weird.
Mhm.
Melee players are a different type of weird. Like, I remember I had asked Trae, so how much deodorant was used during Riptide, and I remember him saying that the Melee side smelled significantly worse than
Yes.
the Ultimate side,
100%.
which is...
I can't attest to that.
Can,
I
you
never.
can attest to this?
I can attest because it's the same thing at our local scene. Justin mentioned earlier, AL. So to get to the ultimate room, you have to walk through the melee room, and I usually like hold my breath because like I did it one time. No, it smells
It's not
rank.
that
It's
bad.
no, it's so bad. You have a bunch of sweaty people all crowded like around like a 1 foot CRT just playing, melee, sweating so hard.
Yeah.
And then like you get to the ultimate room, which like in a vacuum smells horrible, but such a nice fresh breath of it's like just
Compared to
so
the
nice.
Melee
Yeah,
room, which-
yeah. Well, I mean, you do hit the rivals players first, which they also kind of.
That's such a shot. Dude. You're making enemies. That's
You're
crazy.
taking shots
yeah.
at people that don't even have a scene in the first place.
Nah.
No, they had like 10 setups at Riptide. Give them
Oh
some
wow!
credit.
Yeah.
I've got beef with the rivals players.
Why do you
Really?
have beef with the rivals players? What happened to you?
Let's just say I got 13th. Okay, I was a victim of circumstances.
You got 13th out of 13 at the last tournament.
I was a victim of seeding circumstances. I got seeded into the person who got second into
Blue Jay.
Blue Jay.
Which-
Shouts to Blue Jay. She's
our local O2er.
our local O2er in Ultimate, but she reversed 3-0 to me and all.
Apparently she's correct.
In Rivals?
Yeah, she reversed 3-0 to me in Rivals. Popped. I heard it through my noise canceling headphones.
Popped off.
Yeah, this is.
You just gotta hold that, dude.
I am holding that, and like I'm glad I'm mentioning it here, so the whole world knows. I'm not ashamed. It happens. I don't even play the game. I'm happy for her. I just gotta hold that.
The O2 went 1 and 2.
Yes. Was
Yeah.
that-
Yep. Because she then immediately lost to Slender Cow. I don't know. Slender Cow. Maybe.
What does that say about you?
What does it say about me? I'm garbage at rivals. I took someone who grinds the game religiously to game 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that says.
There you
Which, that is impressive.
You would think.
You would think.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
I mean, so obviously, with Smash just being in like a weird limbo as it is right now, how do you guys kind of view the scene as a whole currently? Because I know at least we're not looking at another Smash title for at least 3 years.
Yeah,
at,
probably
like,
around
the
there.
earliest.
Yeah.
And it seems like a lot of Ultimate, like, the player base is slowly just dying because of a few problem characters right now. So I'm just kind of wondering how you guys feel about it, or if I'm just looking at it the completely wrong way,
I mean,
I feel like for a little bit, the player base might have been like declining, or like some people might have been quitting because of Kazuya and Steve and stuff like that. But in Ohio, we banned Steve, and I think players are getting a lot better at fighting Kazuya. So I think we're actually kind of on the uptick right now. Like, there definitely was for a moment, like, some people are just like, I cannot play this game anymore. Like, Steve touches me once, and I take a 90 or I die, and then he just camps behind these walls. Yeah. Lunar.
nah, off my goat.
No.
Dude. Look, Sam is honestly taking the Steve ban a lot better.
No,
than I
yeah,
would've
Sam is
expected.
embracing it. He's like,
Yeah.
he's playing Pokemon Trainer, playing Violet.
His
Yeah.
Violet is
Pretty good.
cracked.
I think his Pokemon
Like,
trainer's his best.
His Pokemon
Yeah,
trainer
I-
is his
his-
best, but like
yeah.
the amount of
I think
times
they're
I've
both-
gotten my shit stomped by that Byleth
No, yeah.
in friendlies.
Luna's just good.
Sam's a good player. He
Lunar
picked up
has-
the game
Yeah.
like the beginning of the semester.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
or
no,
like
like-
last semester.
Well, yeah. So
he has
What?
he has
He's
not
been
he's
playing
been
for a
playing the game
year.
for like 7 months maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, something
yeah,
like that.
and no, he has the gamer gene. Little known fact about him, he was like the best Pokemon TCG player in Ohio.
Yeah.
He's like
Oh.
he's like really
Yeah.
great.
He made like thousands of dollars off that game.
I think
Really?
at, like international tournaments and
Don't
stuff like
quote
that.
me, but I think the number is like upwards of like
I think-
17K.
Really?
Really?
I thought it was like 5K. Damn,
No.
that's a
Mm-mm.
lot.
That's really impressive.
I know
No,
it's
yeah.
definitely 5 digits.
Does he still compete with that or?
He does.
He does over the summer.
It's
Well, that's more now.
It's just Pokemon is such an inconsistent game.
Oh, yeah.
Like you could fight somebody who's like a good amount worse than you, but if the luck just doesn't go in your favor, you don't get the cards you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose.
So as people who have recently picked up Magic,
Yeah.
we
You understand.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've
Um,
played my fair share of card games. Yep. Sometimes it's just not your time to win.
Yeah.
Literally, me and Trae were playing a round of Magic recently, Commander, and he literally one turn killed me from 36 to 0.
Curse of Ra. Just,
He was playing a Dragon Ascent deck, I think, if you've ever heard of it. Basically, the entire idea is there's like 20 of these just deal 4 damage cards in the deck.
And he just got all of them.
You get to take 4 cards off the top of your deck, and if any of them have the same name as the spell last played, you can just play it for free, and it reprocs on every one that's played.
So our friend lended me this deck because I was learning to play the game, and there was an artifact where if you pick up a card, you play a card that's like a sorcery or whatever, you can draw the 4 cards on the top of your deck and then play it again at no cost,
If
and you can
that
just
same
keep
card
doing
is
that.
there.
Yeah.
awesome.
And I literally went from 36 or 37 to 0
Yeah.
in one turn.
You got outplayed.
Even though I had a board that
Like-
was able to kill him the very next turn.
That's insane. Like,
Yeah.
like
Clutch.
you
That's
can just kill somebody in one turn. Like they
Yeah.
can do nothing. Yeah.
Literally, that's like what half of Magic is literally like just building these massive combo decks that
Mhm.
work out to kill in one turn, which I'm assuming Pokemon has a little bit less of that just by the nature of how it works, but I don't fully know how it works.
I think there are decks that can win in one turn in Pokemon.
Really?
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not the person to ask
Yeah,
about this.
no, I
don't
can-
play the game, but yeah.
We gotta get Lunar on
We
here.
gotta get Sam in here.
Yeah.
He
could
will
talk
go off
to-
for 2 hours about that.
He would probably be super down if you would have.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not- Pokemon.
Um,
he can talk and talk and talk.
Right now, we're trying to hit all of the varsity clubs. Obviously, because we've been at so many Smash and Honors and Smash Club, we figured, you
Good place to start.
two were a good place to start. We know you guys the best out of everyone, so
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
definitely helps. But I think we're getting Valorant in here next week.
Nice.
We're talking to Comfy. If you guys know who he is, he's like the top duelist on the team.
Mhm.
And I think we're gonna try and hit maybe like Overwatch after
Yeah.
that. Right now, just trying to go through all the major varsities, but I think we're probably gonna try and get some more down low stuff later on. So we're definitely be down to try and get him in here.
No, yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah.
he can talk about Smash and he can talk about TCG.
Yeah, which, God, Pokemon's confusing, man.
I could never.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
that's not for me. I like my basic Smash Bros.
Yeah, I think also a big problem for Sam is like we have like a local gaming shop, whatever, down on High Street, whatever it's called.
Future Great.
Future
I
Great
think
Comics.
so. Yeah.
Which they
But
don't actually
they don't do
sell that
Pokemon
many,
stuff.
They don't sell many games either.
Yeah.
It's basically just comics. Because
Yeah,
we had gone up there the other day looking for like some Magic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Yeah, they don't do that.
And we looked in like their board game section, and there were like 10 board games total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you want to keep up with that stuff, you got to drive like
Yeah.
20 miles
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Yeah, which
Probably
is
to
just-
Hamilton somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somewhere
which I
online.
mean, like, I know he doesn't have a car, so
yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
brutal. You know.
As people who just got on campus and are freshmen, we are starving for resources.
No, yeah,
sometimes,
like- Yep, I mean, like, now that we're off campus, it was probably, like, not even, like, a 10-minute walk.
No, yeah.
But, like, it's very nice having access to, parking and, having a car, and it's just, like,
It makes it easier.
it's just so undescribably different that, like, I can't even go into it. I mean, there's just so many things.
There's not a lot to do around Oxford.
No, yeah,
Like-
it's boring.
Yeah.
It's very boring.
So
I
it is
mean,
nice to have.
Yeah, I mean, well, you can go up to,
You can do Uptown.
you can do Uptown,
That's about it.
And
We don't drink,
you can
so-
yeah,
study.
exactly.
Yep.
Thing is, I'm from the South,
Mhm.
so none of my food is up here.
Oh.
The closest thing that is like Southern food is Raising Cane's, and that's like in
Shout-
Hamilton.
shout
And
out
it's not
to-
even.
And
like-
it's not even like the fast food that I enjoy from the South.
Yeah.
Because we got Zaxby's and Chick-fil-A,
Mhm.
which I doubt you've heard of Zaxby's. But
I love
I have.
Zaxby's.
Zaxby's is
Zaxby's
amazing.
so good.
Zax sauce is.
It's pretty good.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if it's better than Cane's.
Yeah, no.
I prefer Zax sauce
Zax-
to Cane's.
Okay, I prefer Zaxby's like chicken over Cane's.
You see,
But I don't know
Cane's-
about the sauce is so good.
But like Zax sauce
Hey,
is like.
Miami Varsity, can we get Cane's as a sponsor?
Oh, yeah,
please?
true.
That's what I'm
Please,
saying.
Miami,
we were-
Cane's as a sponsor.
Yeah.
We were literally in our meeting, and Jen, Fancy Tuna, she was like, "Yeah, so we're gonna start this Google form, and you're gonna tell us what kind of sponsors you like
What
to
kind
see."
of brands?
And,
Any
like,
brand.
How many people put Cane's?
The entire Smash team, at least.
The entire Smash Team, I think some other people did, and
Yeah.
she's
She's like, we're not doing Cane's.
she-
but
yeah, she moves from her podium, goes like makes eye contact with me. She thinks it was me because I'm the
It
number
was
one
you.
Canes fan, 100%. I will fight anyone who thinks that they're a bigger Canes fan on this campus. But yeah, no, she was like, we're not doing Canes.
And I said, why not?
They've
Jen?
literally sponsored things like this before.
Nah, it'd be great.
What's her vendetta against Canes? Because I feel like she's.
Yeah.
It's unhealthy and it's
It's
grease
unhealthy
food.
and it's grease food and it's not culture. Whenever we go on trips with her, it's like tournaments like, Riptide, or we went to a few other regionals, she's always like, we got to get some culture. So one time we went to Korean barbecue, it was pretty good.
I love Korean barbecue. Korean
I
barbecue.
like it was really good, but she's always like, we always got to do something that's just non-traditional, something that's different, get you guys to try something. Which I mean, like I appreciate the gesture, but like
But he just
nothing
wants his
slaps.
chicken.
Yeah.
Did you guys just go to Applebee's for Riptide?
We went to
which is
Applebee's.
like, I was like, well, how is this much better than Cane's? But
And guess
so, yeah, the day before Riptide, we were discussing what we were gonna eat the next day, and somebody says it. Jake might have said it. He was like, "Jen, if I top 8 Riptide, can we go to Cane's?" She says, "Yeah, if you top 8 Riptide, you can go to Cane's." And it was like a pipe dream. It was nothing. And then Jake just keeps making the run through losers. 65th, 49th, 33rd, 25th. And she's getting worried.
she did say to me afterwards, she's like, I was like low key getting like I was mentally preparing myself for Canes.
Sadly, it stopped at 17.
No, yeah,
but,
it
like,
stopped.
Which
That'd been
is
so
still
funny.
insane that
Yeah,
you
no.
got that far in a 700 plus person
Yeah. I
bracket
I think it was like 717.
with some of the greatest all-time Smash players.
Oh, yeah,
there
was some-
You had Wizzy in both brackets, which
Yeah.
Didn't he get up
one
pretty
of
early
our
in
one of our players was Brenbun
Afterglow.
Afterglow. Yeah.
Afterglow
was
got
one hit away from beating
3-0'd,
Wizram.
Wait,
it
really?
was 3-0'd
Oh,
on
yeah.
Wizzy, right?
Wow.
Afterglow got 3-0'd on Wizzy.
No,
I
game.
think it was game 3.
2-1.
Last hit.
2-1.
Oh, it was 2-1?
Yeah,
And
Afterglow
Yeah.
took a game.
Afterglow, I remember because I had talked to Afterglow before actually one of the Valorant casting, luckily. And they were like, yeah, each game basically came down to last hit,
Yeah.
which is so
And like
impressive.
Wizzy's a fantastic player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've played Wiz before. It was on Wi-Fi, but
Yeah, no.
And then on top of that, you had like Base Mage there.
was Base Mage?
Was
Base
I
Mage.
don't think
Sorry, I'm not smart.
Yeah, okay.
Mutace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who won the
Mutace,
tournament?
who won the
Mutace,
tournament?
you had Aaron.
Leon.
Doorstop. Yeah,
Doorstop.
Leon.
There's so
you
many
know,
good, fantastic people
just-
there.
Apollo Kage.
Apollo
Yeah,
Kage,
AK was in-
yeah.
Dude, shout out
I
to
forgot AK was
Doorstop.
there.
He top aided.
Oh,
and-
you got 5th.
Yeah.
Did he win doubles or was it?
No.
Mutace did.
No, me and Scoops actually beat him in doubles.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Doorstop and
Emma.
Jigbugs.
Or,
Yeah.
yeah. Doorstop Jig Bugs.
But
You guys made a pretty good run in the doubles. You
Yeah, we got 17th. We
yeah.
lost
Yeah, he got
to-
17th in both
nice.
singles
Wow.
and doubles. Yeah. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, in doubles we probably had the worst draw of all time for 17th. It was Cloud and Snake,
Which is
Ooh.
which are bad matchups for
Both
both,
of
of
their
our
characters,
I
like,
had to
worst
switch off of
matchups.
Ice Climbers.
I think a lot. I
'Cause
think
it was you and Scoops.
Me and Scoops.
Right? So it was Ices and
Me Brawler.
Brawler.
But I actually
which-
switched off Ices and I went Min Min.
in that one game.
And
Yeah.
I
You
actually
have a
clutched.
Min
No.
Hey, I mean, it clutched out versus number one and wherever Scar's from.
Yeah, you got one game in that double set.
And then they switched. But and we got shambolish.
I was on the way to Riptide while you were doing like your double set on stream, and I was like telling Shucks about it, and he was doubting you for some reason. He was like, "Nah, I don't think they can do it." And then
Well, Ices is
yeah,
garbage in doubles.
No, Ices is
Yeah,
bottom
I
one in
can't
doubles.
imagine Ices being
They get
any form of
separated
good.
for free
Yeah.
They can't do their long 0 to death combos because they just get interrupted by the other person.
That and like their neutral revolves around controlling one person, but like when you have the other person, it just throws a wrench through every single setup.
Icy's supposed to wall you out, but it doesn't work when there's a guy right behind you.
I can hear the commentators like kind of gassing up Scoops a little bit. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Can I just ask, how much time per week do you spend in the lab on average?
So these days, like 0. I'm honestly not in the lab a lot. A lot of it I do right now is from muscle memory, which I've been playing Ices since. So I started
4
playing the
years.
game seriously the end of 2019.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah,
you've been playing for a while at this point.
Yeah, but like I didn't play Smash 4. I didn't play any other Smash game like that. But I mean, I remember one day I'm like, I'm gonna try this game, and I dropped my at the time Jigglypuff. I played Jigglypuff. Oof.
Ugh.
And I said, let's go to Ices, cause why not? Well, actually, no. It's a funny story why I picked up Ices. My friend who made Donkey Kong at the time, shouts to Michael. He would grab me, and I was just like, I'm so tired of getting grabbed. I'm so tired. And like, so then I resorted to ice climbers, because I mean, if you grab ice climbers,
Ice Climbers hits you for grabbing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like that was that. I didn't even pick them up for their fancy desyncs, their neutral. I just was like, I'm tired of getting grabbed. But then I learned, I put in time, I got my muscle memory down, and years later, like I don't really, quite frankly, have time. Well, I do have time. That's a lot.
You have
but
plenty of time.
I don't really practice it in the lab anymore. I really should. I should learn some new stuff. But like as of recently, like since Riptide and since like the summer, I haven't really been in the lab.
What about over the summer though?
Oh, over the summer, I mean, I'm grinding Wi-Fi. I'm not really in the lab because like it doesn't really help.
Yeah, the lab in Ultimate.
Yeah,
Not
it's
great.
not good.
You're just hitting a dumb
I was
CPU.
just
I mean,
wondering, 'cause I know that there's a lot of mods out here
I
that
have-
help out with training
I have all the mods, but
Yeah, those definitely help.
and like
for sure.
I could lab with like so in the training mod it's like you can like increase the input delay so you can emulate Wi-Fi, which ultimate Wi-Fi is something else.
So I don't play Wi-Fi. I despise Wi-Fi.
Do
I
not.
would rather play against level 9 CPUs than ever touch Wi-Fi. And this man, while I'm playing level 9 CPUs, is like, why don't you just play Wi-Fi? And I'm like, you want me to play Wi-Fi here? And the input delay was, I swear to God, like 5 to 6 frames.
More, yeah.
Oh, way
it's
more.
more.
At minimum. And I'm out here
That's
trying
the
to
base.
And I was trying to play Kazuya on top of that without getting the electric timing
Yeah.
down on my end super
No,
well.
yeah.
And
Sorry. Yeah, I was gonna say, base ultimate, like offline ultimate, has like was it 6 frames of
6
just
frames of delay, and then you go online, and no matter how good your connection is,
It's
I think
6.
it's at least 5 more, maybe
Yeah.
6 more.
Yeah.
So it's like at minimum like 10
But
frames.
yeah, no, there are Wi-Fi mods that really help it out. Like there's a latency slider, which I don't know how it does it. It can like limit the amount of frames, and it just makes it better. And then there's another mod which just knocks out 1 more frame. So Nintendo sucks, but with the mods, it goes from like the Smash Ultimate Wi-Fi we know and unfortunately love to it feels like a really
love's
laggy.
a strong
Yeah.
term
It-
there.
I mean, I play a lot of
And
Wi-Fi.
sadly, we're not allowed to use these mods during
Oh, yeah,
collegiate
no.
crew
Wait,
battles.
really?
Yeah,
no,
I
well,
mean,
no, I mean, you're
Well,
not
because
supposed
it has to
to
be
use mods.
Nintendo.
it's a Nintendo
and
stuff.
Yeah,
sponsored.
so-
Yeah, it's not
Mhm.
sponsored, but,
But
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
like Nintendo
by the books,
approved,
yeah.
and it has. Yeah, that really does suck.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm assuming some of these matches have to be like a good distance away.
Oh
right?
yeah, like we were fighting
Iowa.
Iowa. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so far. That's
Like-
that's a 9-hour drive.
Mhm.
That's hundreds of miles.
Because
Yeah.
you guys were originally supposed to go out to Iowa,
Mhm.
right, for one of the crew battles.
Well, that's
Yeah.
up James for getting us out of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we decided we went to Riptide last week.
Nah.
I don't think we can handle a 9-hour drive to Des Moines, play
Oh, dog.
like 8 crew battles, then 9 hours back.
Dog.
It was for 8 crew battles.
Something
too?
like that.
Oh,
we
did-
played like 6 or 7 on Wi-Fi, like instead.
No, hold on. It was a round robin pool until we played.
We played 3 on the first day, right? And then the second day we played like 4.
I forget.
I think it was
something
around
like
there.
And this was all last weekend,
Yeah.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Not this weekend, but the last one. It was, and like I'm still not caught up. Like I feel so
Yeah,
burnt
and
out.
we won that bracket, but
Which,
it was
good
the,
job.
Thank you.
know.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah, no,
That's really impressive.
Let's
But
go,
it's just
Miami.
like asterisk Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Asterisk. I mean, there were a few good teams. I mean, Campbellsville had a really solid lineup. Cleveland had a few really good players.
What was the one snake name?
Ryuvi?
Ryuvi. He was a really good snake.
Yeah, no,
main.
like what they would do is they'd send in Ryuvi first, and like he would just 3 stock and 3 stock and 3 stock and 3
I
stock.
was watching Ryuvi play other teams, it would be like 12-0. He would take like 12 stocks like by
Jesus
himself.
Christ.
Which
Yeah.
I had heard that Scoops had done something like
Yeah.
that, right? Didn't he take like 14 stocks
Throughout,
or
yeah,
something
throughout the
like that
weekend,
straight?
Jake took 12, Scoops took 12. We had some players take 9 and
Yeah,
stuff
no,
like
you
that.
and
Yeah.
Clutch, right?
Yeah, me and Klutz took 9. I think Brennan. Like, we all had
5.
great individual performances.
Which I heard you came in clutch on one of the crew battles where it was like final 3 stocks for both
Yeah.
teams.
Yeah.
That was the first day, I think.
Yeah.
Campbellsville?
Yeah, it was Campbell's. No.
It was the first crew battle we did.
Yeah, no.
think it was
You're
Campbell's,
right. You're right. Yeah, it came down to a 3v3, and I like low percent 3-stock him. It was like 15%.
Wow.
Lucas
That's really
Ices.
impressive.
Yeah. I think I saw the clip that Jen posted in the varsity story about that.
Oh, yeah,
The commentators are going crazy.
Commentators love ice climbers, dude. They eat that up.
Sick with it.
Yeah, no, they love ice climbers.
I don't know why. I mean, like playing against ice climbers, it's like the worst thing ever. But
Oh, it's
like
like pulling
people,
your nails out, but-
people love watching ice climbers.
Thing is, ices just space you out and like even as somebody who plays Sephiroth, who is the space wall character,
yeah.
Yeah.
I still get walled out by ices. I just don't know
Yeah.
how to get around it.
It's
like,
yeah.
You got hit by the wall? Now you're dead.
yeah,
Like,
it's like, ooh, side B.
Oh, here comes that side special.
yeah, no.
Oh, it's my favorite.
Like side B, back air, like it just can't get around it.
They're
I feel
broken.
like
People think this character's bad. It's
They
just
are
insane.
bad.
They're not bad.
They're not top tier.
they're. You see, the thing
And
is,
that's bad.
we play a game full of cheater characters. It doesn't matter where on the tier
Yeah.
list you are, something's going to be broken about something about the character,
Yep.
except for like Ganondorf, Little Mac, or,
No, okay.
no.
I will fight you on that one. Little Mac is not.
or
some-
not Little Mac, sorry, Dr. Mario.
Yeah.
Little Mac's bad.
I think
Little
that the
Mac's
bottom.
bad.
Bro is
but-
Little Mac's only losing or only winning matchup. So
Even when I play other
gotta
characters,
take
dude, a
his
character with
opinion.
KO punch can't be bottom 3.
he gets double KO punch with you. He armors through all your stuff. You just have a bad matchup. You gotta hold that.
But then I play
Every
Ness,
other
and it
character
feels
in this
so
game destroys
You
dumb.
play a
Mike.
Ness? You have a Ness?
He is every character.
I'm working on it. Oh, asterisk. Will it ever become bracket ready?
No.
I don't know.
He's got a Ness, Pac-Man, Sephiroth, Falco,
Min-Min.
DK, Min-Min. He's tried a billion characters, and it's always back to the Ice Climbers.
I hate
The
I
only
hate
one-
this character
yeah.
pool, man. Like it hurts me.
The only one that has come back and like actually done something in bracket is Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Which
is all right. I
I
like.
cannot beat LJ for the life of me. LJ just
Does he go Donkey Kong against you?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, no,
And I just
I don't
get
think-
wrecked.
Yeah,
I
don't
can't
think.
do anything against it.
Yeah,
He usually goes Wario against most people.
He's
That's
just
so
better
funny.
than me.
LJ will go Wario versus you, unless it's like a factor of like I want to cheese you and I
Yeah.
don't want to outplay you. In which case, we'll just go Donkey Kong.
No, real.
Which should show you where I am on
Nah.
like his respect tier list.
It's
you
not.
know?
It's not really respect because like he'll try the Donkey Kong versus me. It's just that like his Wario's really good.
His
Yeah.
Wario's really good. He used to be like not that good at the game, like respectfully, but like he's gotten a lot
Yeah.
better like over the summer.
Yeah,
he
shout outs to
grinded.
the varsity tryouts when he beat Thast, who was like number 5 in Ohio.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, and I'm sure he did well against Time Gear too.
Mhm,
I'm not
or
sure though.
Sage, yeah.
Yeah, Sage.
LJ just
LJ's good. Dude, I love LJ. He's funny.
LJ's funny,
Yeah.
but like I can't, man. He's so much better than me, and it hurts. Like, and he's not even like better than you guys, which I got 3-stock twice by Mindless Man last week in bracket.
Damn.
Okay, like it was bad.
I need to play Mindless Man. I haven't played him yet.
No, I mean like
Yeah.
you'll probably be surprised. Like he's actually not bad at all. Like he's good.
He also plays on like a cheap third-party controller, which is really funny to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
like
pretty
those
sure.
$20 ones you get a
No.
Target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I
it
saw
even
that.
has like turbo buttons on it. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
what
it's
the
like
heck?
one of. He doesn't use them,
Okay,
but it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
one of those.
No,
Like
yeah.
$20.
Like, I saw that
Oh,
sitting
like the
down.
GameStop, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Like the Mad Catz
Yeah.
$20 controller.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah,
mean. Yeah, I mean, there are so many players like that. I mean, there's a really good K-Roll player, Copel. He uses split Joy-Cons.
Really?
And, like,
BFP does
People
too,
do that?
in
And, like,
Columbus.
he's, like, what, like, top 15, top 10 in Michigan.
Yeah.
And he plays K-Roll.
I
No,
remember
He's
seeing
really good.
this clip from I think it was Riptide like 2 or 3 years ago. Where it was this Little Mac player
Oh.
that had had split Joy-Con
Mm.
and literally was standing in a boxing pose on stage for the stream.
Yeah, that.
If you saw that
so
clip.
Yeah, no, that was
Um,
at Low Tide City.
Or
That's
Low Tides.
yeah, which I mean like Riptide, Low Tide City. They're both out of Kalahari.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
Which
No,
I
they're-
just remember seeing that clip and like laughing my ass
No,
off
it
because I
was
was
so
watching that and
good.
I'm just like, this man is a real human being.
Yeah.
No.
No, there are some people who just have gimmicks like that. I'm pretty sure, I don't know the name. I'm pretty sure there's a Melee player who just exclusively plays with his controller upside down.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen
Yeah.
that.
I've seen that. I don't know
And
which-
there's the one
blows
who,
my mind.
Like lays down. Like I think it's Rudolph.
Oh, Rudolph.
Rudolph.
Also a Melee player, I think.
Yeah. He plays like
When he plays, he has to lay down.
he has to like lay down. Yeah, so like
He lines up 5 chairs
Yep.
and lays across them.
we are not making this up.
Yeah, some people just have their quirks like that.
Yeah,
It's
or
so
like-
funny.
It's not really quirk, but like I think it was MomoCon last year. There was a guy in like an inflatable Among Us costume. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
I think that was just a joke because I
No,
remember
yeah, but,
seeing
like,
that.
And I'm pretty sure he won on stream.
Yeah,
Like,
no, he did.
I can imagine being his opponent, just losing to the Among Us imposter.
Thing is, I'm from Georgia, so obviously we have MomoCon. I never went.
No.
I never had a chance to go, and because it was always like weird lineups with my school schedule and stuff, and then it was really expensive.
You have Super Smash Con like right there.
It's still like never lined up with like school stuff and things like that because it was always in like weird times for me. Because I had because I was in marching band, so obviously that took up a bunch of time, and I had like a leadership thing I was a part of that took up a bunch of time as well. But just not being able to go to the scene that I was really in or that I should have been in the first place,
Yeah,
and
that
really
sucks.
just now getting into like kind of a scene, which is just Miami right now.
Yeah.
I ain't going to Cincy. It's too far.
Yeah, I'm with you there. It's like a 40.
No,
minute
it's not
drive.
that far.
It's a 40-minute
that
drive.
far.
It's not that.
one
It's like a
way.
35-minute drive. It's not that.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like the car.
And it's once a week.
I don't like the car. You can go multiple times a week.
For
Yeah.
what?
You've got like Monday it's viral.
Oh yeah,
and
there's a
Tu-
lot of tournaments that
Tuesday
you
it's
could
like-
go to,
Virals in Cincy?
No, virals in Dayton.
which is
Oh,
not. It's
Virals
like
in
an
Dayton.
hour away. It's not
I
that-
didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, there's a lot of tournaments in the Southwest Ohio area. Yeah,
but
no,
they
Tuesdays,
usually just overlap with club and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
no,
Yeah.
so we
Yeah.
can't go.
or no, sorry, no, Wednesday's viral. It used to
Yeah.
be Monday.
I've seen a lot of clips from Viral. I didn't know that was up here.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Huh.
Monday has Wright State Raid, up in Wright State.
Yeah.
Thursday's AL. Friday, Leaky Weekly.
Leaky Weekly here in Miami.
Which we didn't
We
have
didn't
on
do this
Friday.
week.
No, yeah.
I don't know
what,
why.
What happened with that? 'Cause
So-
I was totally going to go.
So
Some people, some weeks you
Yeah.
just don't do it.
Yeah, sometimes you don't. Yeah, sometimes we don't do it. For my first 2 years when I had access to a dorm, I would run it, but I had to give it to someone else who has access to the dorm. Now it's Semi and Lunar, and they just decided we don't want to run it, which is
No, you guys don't know how good you have it. The Leaky Weekly used to be in Emerson. No, yeah, Emerson.
Emerson.
Emerson basement, like right next to the leaky bathroom. That's why we named it that.
yeah, no, it. Yep.
We'd be
and-
playing around like a laggy TV mounted on the wall. Like it was.
Wow.
The place we have now is so nice. compared to that.
For like 5 weeks there was a dead spider in the corner,
Yeah,
and like just never got cleaned up.
yeah. You don't
We-
like that?
Yeah, you just don't get that in Maple Street. That's just all Emerson.
Yeah. No. Thank God we moved locations.
And then the Smash community makes do, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
real.
We're,
Yeah.
we're just glad we don't have to put up with any of that. We're over in Hillcrest,
Mhm.
so
Oh,
we're
yeah.
in honors dorm, so we have
Yeah, it's not bad.
decent dorms.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
necessarily
so
the
you're
greatest,
over
but
in
nice.
Western. Yeah, I used to, but like we used to play a lot in the dorms too, cause like, now we have the lounge. We used to play in Emerson. We used to play in Stonebridge.
Yeah.
Like-
Nobody. We had the lounge freshman year. Nobody used it.
Yeah, because none of us had the foresight of, oh hey, place with monitors. We can just all meet there, which is kind of in the center of campus.
Yeah.
But now we'd all meet in South Quad or Western.
Dude, the lounge is so nice.
I mean,
Oh my
the
God.
lounge, if they get the computers
Yeah.
running,
Yeah.
like,
It's
Thing is,
50-50 on
can
every
we
computer.
still? Can you use the monitors even if like the?
Yes.
Okay, so the monitors are.
The monitors aren't broken.
So basically, it's like perfect for Smash now, but sucks for everyone
Yeah,
else.
we can use the ones
Yeah.
nobody else is using. Yeah.
Yeah, which is like people want to blame us, but like it's not us.
It's not because you guys only really use like the broken ones in the first, or like
Yeah.
the PCs.
We
that
would
weren't really
use the
working in
end ones if we could. If not,
Yeah.
we would find a place. We usually have like a few hotspots in the lounge, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not really systematic. It's kind of just like we sit down, whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which I pulled up to the lounge once and proceeded to get my ass beat by every single person there, specifically Biznut.
Biznut.
Camper Biz.
Oh, you know, weren't you there
Because
for?
he was learning how to play Sheik that day and just kept beating my ass. And I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, no, you were there for the spontaneous tournament we ran.
Why not? Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was like
what
because
was
we
it
felt
called?
like it.
Because we felt like it, yeah.
Yeah. Where like randomly like Wolf Data, a really good link from Chicago, was there because he
Brothers to Brutus.
Yep, Brothers Brutus. Brutus is a Miami Smasher. He was just there chilling.
Yeah,
I remember
That was
my
who I
Pac-Man
was thinking.
phase.
I wasn't there that day.
I won all Pac-Man.
I'm glad I wasn't there that day.
I did not see this Pac-Man.
Good.
It was in grand
Um,
finals. I mean,
I left before that because
It's crusty.
It is crusty.
I played against Biznut instantly after playing friendlies against him for like an hour.
if I had known and if you had let me know,
I did say
would've-
something and you were just like,
Are you sure? I'm sorry. I apologize.
I did
An
take a
hour
game.
with Biznut.
I
That's
think
horrible.
I took a game,
I remember this.
which
Yep.
I was so happy about.
Yeah.
Because I didn't take a game for like an hour straight against him.
Playing friendlies. With
That'd be so
Biznut.
funny if you just lost for an hour straight and then beat him in bracket.
Oh,
Little
man.
did you know I'm
yeah,
actually
literally,
cracked.
I wasn't trying at all.
I was sandbagging the whole time.
Yeah.
Then instantly after that, I played against LJ, but on his modded Switch.
Oh, with the
so I
Donkey
played
Kong.
against Among Us Donkey Kong, which first off, I don't play against Donkey Kong much, and then seeing it as Among Us completely messed with my hitbox. Like, what? Is
No,
it? Like,
yeah.
Where is he
okay.
swinging?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what am I looking at right now?
Yeah. No, yeah. I remember he was like, "Yeah, you better put my Among Us on the graphic," and I did.
Yeah, that was really funny when I saw that graphic.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that was an interesting day for sure.
I mean, so seeing as you guys have been here for this is both y'all's junior years,
Junior
correct?
year, yep.
You know, what's like been your like memory for like Smash so far? Like, has there been anything from like at least being on varsity or just being in the weeklies and stuff that you can say like you look back and you're like, yeah, that kind of got me into this to stay for this entire length, you know?
I mean, me personally, I went to Miami. I mean, I've been playing Smash for a while. I didn't even know there was a Smash club I knew of the club, but I didn't know of the varsity team, so I was kind of gonna play Smash no matter what. I just happened to luck out that there's a lot of Smashers here. But as for like a memory, it's not even Smash related. It's just after club, you know what I mean, we'll just like we all just go to McDonald's and like
Yeah,
we,
post club McDonald's, it goes hard.
yeah, it goes insane. Yeah, no, I mean like we just sit in the McDonald's lobby, we eat, we talk, hang out. It's always cool.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I like knew there was a Smash. I knew there was a Smash club.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were actually like this good before I came here to do any of that research.
Oh yeah,
Because I just gotta say, like, this is cracked for just a college campus. The amount of people here
Yeah.
that are like genuinely insane at this game, and I feel like could take like stocks off of top players is like
And this
crazy.
year we're missing two of our best players.
Yeah, no, we're
Fast and Time Gear.
or Sage.
Yeah, sorry, I keep saying
Yeah, well,
yeah.
it's
They were both
we
top
knew.
5 in Ohio.
Really?
Yeah, or like Sage is 6 right now, I think.
Yeah, Sage is
And
6, Tommy's
that's-
like 4.
That was previously 4 or 5.
wow.
Yeah, and
Scoops
Scoops
is
is
now 4.
always top 10.
Scoops is 4 now.
Yeah, Scoops is 4 right now. Phirb, I think, would be top 5 if he went to enough stuff. Like,
Yeah, no.
no, Miami's just ridiculously cracked for no reason.
Like, it wasn't like we all just had to come here. It was just like, oh, it just happened to be this way.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know about any of that. And so I was very lucky to be slotted. I think I was the last person on the team.
Really?
Yeah, because, well, you got those 4
Because
freshman year.
it's
It was Time Gear, Thas,
Fast
Scoops,
didn't try out.
Phirb. Was he not on the team freshman year?
No, it was a person who we must not speak of.
Oh, yeah. And then, it was Angel, and then it was
Angel.
Brutus. No, Brutus wasn't on freshman year.
Mel.
Mel. Was Brutus, Mel, and
No, not Brutus. It was me.
Rin. I forgot about
Rin.
Rin.
Oh,
Yeah.
shout out to Rin.
Yeah.
Well,
No, freshman year,
Yeah.
like, we kind of had a crazy amount of good players.
yeah. I remember Rin.
Too bad we all, like, weren't that good at the time.
Yeah.
You were pretty good.
We all
but-
kind of grew up together. It was cool.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or, well, not grouping. Like, we all, like, leveled up together. It was
Yeah.
cool.
No, yeah. But back to the question, I think my favorite moment in Smash and, like, what, like, solidified, like, oh, I want to keep playing this game,
Mhm.
like, super competitively, is we went to a tournament up in Illinois. What was it called? Polar Pommel? Yeah, and the seating got all messed up, and
Oh,
I don't know. I was probably supposed to be seated like 20th, 30th, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's 80 people there, but they seated me like 80th, like
Oh,
worst.
wow.
Like they just like overlooked me or something.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So my round 1 was Apollo Kage.
Oh my
wow.
Yeah. I was the I was
Yep.
the first person he played, and I took him to last hit, last stock game 3.
Wow.
And it was so close. If I was right one more time, I would have beat him. And I was like, "Oh, I'm actually good at this game. Like, I can keep doing this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm that close." And yeah, so that's and then right after that, I lost to our local Little Mac main, Mac Attack. But we don't have to talk about that.
I also lost to Mac.
Yeah, we both lost to Mac Attack.
At that tournament, Mac Tech's my round 1. I lost. I climbed through the gauntlet of losers, and I get 9th.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he-
Highest placing Ohio person, by the way.
Yeah, no, but it's just like, oh yeah, I can
Yeah.
keep up with top players. Like, the gap is not that big,
Mm-hmm.
so that's definitely what kept me going.
Yeah.
And I want to ask just a theoretical question now. So let's say if I were to put you into a bracket right now, and you had to pick between either Spargo or MK Leo, who you picking?
Leo.
Leo.
You would both pick Leo over Spargo.
Yeah.
Well, Spargo's. Well, okay. Like, who would we want to play, or who
Who-
you?
Who you have a
would wanna
better
play?
chance at winning?
Slash better chance of winning.
Oh,
Leo.
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 Yeah.
Because Spargo plays Cloud, and I don't like Cloud.
Yeah, no, I think Spargo would just roll over me.
You think that you would at least get like a stock or two off of Leo?
I think so.
I've played.
No,
Spargo.
I think I could take Leo decently consistently, maybe to last stock. I probably wouldn't take games, but
You could at least.
I
get him-
maybe I'd take a game. Maybe I'd
Yeah.
choose one
Yeah,
out. I
I've
don't know.
played Spargo on Wi-Fi, and I've taken a few games, but like,
Yeah.
Not
No.
fun.
no, I would rather fight Leo because Leo's lost ice climbers before. Plus, like his character pool is more forgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but just like I play players consistently who do good against Leo. Like Doorstop went game 5 with Leo at
He
one
went
point.
game 3, I thought. But
Yeah, he
like,
almost beat
it was
Leo.
Very close.
And like, I've sometimes have competitive sets with Doorstop.
Yeah.
Like, so
You just
a
don't have,
transitive property.
you don't
like,
have like the data on Spargo matches.
no, dude,
basically.
Spargo would roll me, dude. It would not be
Spargo
close.
would roll at like. If you had like honestly, if you had a crew battle of like Miami top 5 versus Spargo,
Just Spargo.
just
yeah.
like 3 stocks of Spargo, like low key Spargo probably would.
Like Spargo is insane.
Yeah.
And I think he rolls just about anybody outside the top 10.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not Sonics or Light, you're struggling against Spargo.
and even then, like
And even then, Spargo's still beating them semi-consistently. Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
I have respect for Sonics, yet I hate him at the exact same
no,
time.
I love Sonic.
Like-
He's like one of my favorites.
I have appreciation for him because of he plays the game super consistently and he's like really consistent in his play style. But I hate watching him.
Mm-hmm.
Like watching how he plays like makes me want to drive nails through my eyeballs. All right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I can understand. I mean,
Yeah.
half the time he's in ball form, but like
Yeah.
I can see him, and I'm like, all right, he's playing against Wario, but like Wario can pull out his poop move and just kill him at 40. I kind of respect him for doing this, but at the same time, it's like I can look at it and I'm like, wow, that spin move he chose looks the same as all the other ones, but he had purpose and it was smart and it was cool. And I personally like.
It's so
I
lame.
like Sonic.
It's so lame.
Like I can have the appreciation of you with how
Yeah.
you can look at it, but I just can't
it's
watch
so
it.
lame.
Like
I love
I
watching
remember
Sonic.
my first time ever seeing anything out of Sonics was the pandemic Wi-Fi tournament that
Oh.
Moist Critical and like I think it was Alpharad or
Yep.
Ludwig was holding,
Yeah.
and Sonics camped out. I'm pretty sure it was Tweak
It was Tweak's Wario, yeah.
for 5 games straight, where 4 of them went to time, and the only one that didn't go to time, the person died at the
like 10 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my goat.
and
And that set probably took an hour.
no,
Like,
I remember I was showing it to Trae,
Yeah.
and I was literally skipping through because I think the total like set runtime was around 40-ish minutes.
yeah.
That's nothing. I've seen sets
And-
take longer.
But it was just like seeing that happen and that being my first time watching anything out of
Ugh.
Sonics.
Yeah.
I
you
can
know,
see how that can.
like
Dude,
even
Sonics is
it put like that bad like memory into my brain of how he plays, and I
Yeah.
just can't ever again. Don't get me wrong, I don't necessarily like Tweak that much. Like
I love
Tweak's
Tweak.
good.
I only like Tweak's Diddy.
I appreciate Tweak for what he's done for the scene and stuff like that. You know, just kind of showing a different light outside of Leo because Leo's cracked and you know, always gonna be my goat. But just like seeing that happen to like the number 2 in the world at the time and just like watching that on Wi-Fi too during pandemic, like
Yep.
it just kind of sank all hopes and ambitions I had for Smash at that
Dude,
time.
like, this game
where I was
sucks,
just
dude.
like, what is this, man?
Mickey Mouse fighting game. It kind of holds true, you know, with Steve and Kazuya.
Yeah.
But I mean, Steve's banned,
Here,
and like I don't even mind Kazuya. He's like whatever.
that was,
has a winning
I
matchup
know.
against Kazuya.
I know everyone like complains about Kazuya, and I'm not saying he's not an issue. I'm not saying there aren't like issues with his design and stuff. But I find him so much more engaging to watch compared to a Steve, purely because there is interaction that has to happen.
I actually love watching Steve.
People are like, "Oh, Kazuya's so funny. He just hits you." No, Steve's funny.
Steve's funny.
Steve's doing contraptions and like throwing shit around, making build up like blocks and stuff. It's so cool.
Makes traps.
Kazuya hits you with the same combo every single stop.
Yeah, it's
with
electric
his
nair,
frame 8
like
invincible
little
move.
down tilt
Which-
pokes into another electric nair, crumple punch,
Which
kick,
I
electric.
do understand, and I'm
It's
not
so-
saying that you're incorrect for your opinion. However, in my opinion, I prefer like watching a Kazuya purely because there has to be actual interaction that happens prior to somebody just running at you holding jab.
I guess.
But, like,
The
Steve's
thing that
awesome.
I hate is not even that Kazuya is like crazy broken. Is that always the objective correct thing to do against Kazuya is to camp him out.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
but and the always the correct thing against Steve, unless you have some other X factor, is to run at him and like not let him get materials and things like that. So I think that just makes for way more entertaining gameplay.
Which I understand.
Yeah.
I will say there are characters that can just run at Kazuya. I mean, like I play, prime example of that, but there are definitely characters that do benefit from just.
I think most don't.
I mean,
Most, but like, there are characters that can just smother him.
If you have a sword, you should be walling him out.
Yeah.
If you have a projectile, you should be
If
walling
you
him
have
out.
two characters such as myself, you do not get long combos. So I take them to Final Destination. I say, all right, let's play this honest game of where you're going to use your crappy slow buttons. I'm going to use my burst range spin move, and let's see what happens. And
Yeah.
it never works out.
that's like, I don't know. I don't have the same hate for Kazuya as I do for Steve.
No, which is totally.
You haven't been
And-
burned by a good Kazuya.
I think you're just
I
biased
haven't
because
been burned by a good Kazuya
Yeah.
yet, one. And two,
He's
also,
you play with Steve at the Leaky
I also
Weekly.
really enjoy watching Riddles. All right, maybe
Yeah.
I'm
All
biased,
right,
No!
but
No,
Riddles
dude.
is so enjoyable to watch.
I think that
like,
riddles can be interesting. I mean, me personally, Steve over Kazuya every day, but like
His carry's more interesting.
I do like watching riddles.
Well, I actually, I was learning how to play Terry. I was thinking about being a Terry main purely because of Riddles.
No,
and
yeah.
then I'm like, I'm not taking the time to learn these combos. Nah.
He makes that character look crazy.
Yeah.
He does, even though Terry's like maybe top 20 at best.
Yeah.
I think
He's really good.
I think he's around 20.
Yeah.
The issue is just his disadvantage state is atrocious.
Yeah, he gets
Like,
thrown off stage, and it's like,
Easily 2 frames.
his 2 frames horrible. He has mix-ups off stage, but like if you just burn his resources one by one, he's done.
Yeah. I mean, in turn, I play Sephiroth, which
I mean,
Also a good matchup.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm not saying that Sephiroth isn't a cheater character, but there's way worse out there.
I agree. I've had my personal gripes with Sephiroth. He's still by far and away like my second least favorite character to play in the entire game, or to play against.
He's number 1 for me. I hate Sephiroth so much.
Which I just hate the Falco matchup.
Yeah.
You would destroy me if we were to play that matchup because you just rush me down and I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Is how I view the matchup.
But Sephiroth, he can just go to ledge, and there's nothing you can do.
I mean,
You're just like, yeah, you got it. I'm going to go back out 20 feet because
Yeah.
just let you come back. Let's play the game again. Like, it's so
Yeah.
annoying.
I mean, he's Sephiroth Final Fantasy, so cool.
No, he's not. Why are both the Final Fantasy characters so lame?
Dude, Cloud is like, Cloud.
They're both lame.
I mean,
I play the only cool character in the whole game.
that's cap. That's cap.
Yep.
I don't want to hear anything from up tilt into full hop nair.
Yeah.
All right.
It's awesome. It's awesome. It's a cool combo.
No, I mean, there's that meme of like,
Everybody else's.
everyone else is thinking the same thing. Like, I play the only cool character in a game full of cringe cheaters, and it's like everyone thinking in the same thought bubble, which is kind of just ultimate in a nutshell, because everyone is just straight BS.
I don't think any of my characters that I play are necessarily cool, but I like playing them, so I don't
what's,
care.
What's your character pool?
So
Sephiroth.
my character pool is Sephiroth. I have a Cloud secondary, but I think everybody has a Cloud secondary.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Then I have a Pocket Ensign, which isn't very good.
Okay.
And I'm learning how to play Corrin because I want to be a J10 clone.
Yeah.
I think your Instance probably your best bet there.
I think that
Corrin's okay.
playing against Clouds and stuff, Cloud can be cool.
I enjoyed playing Cloud, and I can understand why people hate playing against a Cloud.
Yeah.
Thing is, my roommate, who Trae right here, who does not really play Ultimate, is playing Pyramithra right now.
So he's winning.
Yeah, basically. So in bracket last week, I actually lost game 1 while playing Sephiroth to him, and it like hurt my soul when that happened. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm switching to Cloud and just running his shit right now. No offense.
Okay, I don't know how stages work, so I was like, okay, it's game 3. I think FD would be pretty funny against Cloud, and then I just got my shit absolutely rocked.
He took me to FD with Cloud against Pyramithra.
I just thought it'd be funny.
That's probably fine.
I mean,
it was okay.
That doesn't sound horrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had like Town and City on the board and like a few other stages that I would consider a little bit better.
Yeah.
But
I assume Pyramithra and Cloud both get the same out of
it's about
stage
the
bans.
same.
honestly, I feel like Cloud probably gets more out of a stage than Pyramithra, because you have the X factor of you can charge limit and camp with the limit. Or
True, yeah. On like Town and City platforms, you can
I
just
don't
go up there.
really
like,
do
I would-
that.
I would
No,
feel
well,
like-
you're a better man than most.
To be honest, I just want to play the game and
Yes,
have fun.
yes.
I don't enjoy camping. Camping's lame. I play my Sephiroth in a way that I space. I don't camp. There's a difference.
There
okay?
used to be
Copium.
no.
No, there is a
Cereza.
genuine difference, because I don't like camp on a platform and just hit forward air by going up and down. I literally will try and come at you, hit forward air, and then if that doesn't work, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Basically.
No, there is a player in Cincy who doesn't play anymore, Cereza, had the same philosophy. I'm not camping, I'm spacing. And it would just be like,
You're standing on complete
Unapologetic
opposite sides.
camping. It's so
like,
funny.
you are not approaching each other at all, and he's like doing this little walk back and forth.
Which
he thinks he's so good.
I genuinely don't do that. If you've ever seen, like,
No, yeah,
if
I'm
you've
sure.
ever seen me go against, like Semi, because I played against Semi in bracket recently, but I didn't play Sephiroth. But I played a few friendlies with him with Sephiroth, and genuinely, he would just beat me on the spacing game because I would whiff my forward air, and then he would run my shit because I'm not camping him.
yeah.
I feel like with Sephiroth,
you have to camp,
you've gotta,
which sucks.
If you
I-
don't want to
I'm
camp,
not-
you can play Cloud. Cloud can do anything he
I'm
wants.
not willing to camp because I don't want to feel like
Go-
a dick.
go.
No, okay, look, here's the thing, right? I
I struggled with that for a while.
am a shield camper. I don't camp on the other side of the stage. I camp inside my shield.
Thing is,
I
try to do that with he just his only good reversal option is Nair,
Yeah.
Yep.
which is okay.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, like, I'm an extraneous case, but I don't know. Sephiroth, if you want to camp with him, you gotta do the lame poke and dash back, snap move, and
Dude,
Yeah.
I've been struggling with the same philosophy you've been going through, where it's just like, I don't want to camp.
Yeah.
Like, I've been doing the same thing with Falco. Like, yeah, I could just sit in the corner and shoot lasers for 4
Which
minutes.
I was gonna say Falco is like
There's only like 2 people I do that against, but like Psychot and Klutz, I sometimes do it against you.
you should, and that's low key what
I
happened
know, I should. I'd
yesterday.
be so much more successful in
Literally,
this game if
you
I
started
did that.
lasering in our set halfway through,
And then it got much closer.
and then it got closer.
Yeah. No, but at the end of the day, you just like you can't really care about what the other person thinks. Like,
No, man.
and that's why Biz is decent at this game.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Oh my god, Biz camps
Biz
while
is
he's
the
down.
biggest camper I've ever seen in my life.
because
The average Biz game takes like to 2 minutes till
Longer
time.
than the clock.
Oh, my
9
God.
minutes.
Biz was playing Sheik,
Yep.
and me and Jay were rotating between.
Oh yeah.
Because it was
so you're not playing at all,
It was
yeah?
me, Jay, and Biz on one setup because it was in the lounge, and this
God.
was before the
Tournament.
the random tourney that we ran, and Jay was over here like, I'll play Sora for a bit, I'll play Corrin for a bit, just messing around,
Yeah.
and Biz is over here like hard camping the edge of the stage with Sheik,
Yep.
and it's just like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
This is supposed to be a hype character.
I'm glad that you see the light. It's not Sheik. Sheik's not the problem.
Wow.
Sheik is not the problem. It's Biz.
And
It
I'm
is
just
Biz.
Respectively to Biz, you're my goat. If you hear me say this, I'm sorry, but like you have the most egregious lame play style known to man. But it's like you play Joker, so it's like, oh, you're some honest top tier, even though he's not. He just snap camps and gun camps, and then when you get near him, he burst range dash attacks you, and it's just like playing with Biznut. I would not wish that upon my worst enemy.
No, yeah,
Hold on.
you said you had an hour with him, and
An
I like,
hour,
cringed
dude,
at
like,
that
it was-
thought.
I would
it was
rather
split-
take-
It was an hour split between me and Jay, basically,
Yeah.
because neither of us were taking games off of him because of how he was
No,
playing.
yeah.
And neither of us cared that
No,
much.
yeah.
Like, you could tell both of us were just running at him because we wanted to play.
Dude,
the
an
game.
hour of Biz is like
And
5 games.
'cause
Like
literally, no, I think it was genuinely. I think I got about 5 games.
Yeah.
Like something around there.
Yep, that sounds
And
right.
it was just literally each round I would just switch my character and hope that something would work. Nothing ever did.
Yeah.
Because it didn't matter how fast I ran at him because he
He's
would
always
just run
faster.
away faster.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Biz,
all respect
Biz
to
is the
Biz.
call out.
Biz
No,
is
no
good.
respect to Biz.
No,
Biz is a call out.
I
I
have-
say respect to Biz.
I
but, like,
respect Biz because he has a play style, he sticks to the play style, and he's very good at it. All right,
Yeah.
He is good at
punishes
it.
you for your mistakes, even if how he gets you to make those mistakes is a little shitty.
Yeah.
No,
He's like, oh,
but-
I'll just wait 2 minutes until you make
No,
one mistake.
yeah.
Whenever I play Biz, it's like always like I make mistakes because I made a mistake. He didn't cause the mistake, and that's when I'm like, oh my god, he's camping well down. He's not even causing mistakes. He's just praying that I make when I'm like, grumble. Okay, playing a set with Biz wouldn't be bad because I can say in my head, oh, it's just 3 to 5 games. It's whatever.
Yeah.
But like in a friendlies rotation with Biz, it's
Infinite Biz.
Yeah.
Like,
like
God.
infinite Biz.
And
There's no end in sight,
it's
no
like-
goal.
With like the friendlies, we just were like wanting to play some, and he was genuinely camping in friendlies, and
I mean, camping in
Neither-
friendlies is
neither of us said anything because
Yeah.
we weren't gonna do like, but it was like in friendlies.
No, yeah, you
my
weren't like, I'm going like so serious right now. You're like, I
Yeah.
just want to play
No,
the
you
game,
know,
have fun.
there is a difference between playing friendlies
Like
with someone.
practice and
you know,
friendlies.
yeah, practice. In practice, okay, camp. In friendlies, even then, I'm like, okay, camp, but like, not when you're down, not at all.
Yeah, Biz will
time.
camp when he's down. He will
Dude,
be.
I-
He will be.
I was playing at
he will
Smash
be
Club.
down a stock, and he will keep camping.
I was playing him at Smash Club, and I was playing Ness, and I had a 3-1 stock lead, and it came to a point where I was just on the battlefield platform, and he was under the other one, and we were sitting at, and we were just looking at each other for like 10 seconds, and then I'm like, dude, come on, dude, you're down. And he's like, quit complaining, you're literally winning. And I felt bad, and then I approached, and it got
And
down
you
the
start
last
losing.
stock.
Yeah.
Phirb, why?
Because I felt like a dick. I was like, okay, I mean, he had a point. I was winning and complaining, but I'm like,
Quit complaining.
he said, quit complaining, you're literally winning.
I would say this never happens in Melee, but at Super Smash Con, Zane almost took Hungrybox to time.
Yeah, I
It
was
was
gonna
crazy.
say this happens all the time in Melee. Don't.
Yeah.
Nah. I remember seeing one set where literally it was an Ices versus, I think it was a Marth player, and they literally just sat on opposite platforms
That
for like
sounds about
5
right.
minutes.
That sounds about
Which
right.
is insane because Melee has like the 8-minute timer, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Melee's
Melee's
a
like
long
longer.
time.
Melee's, I
Melee's
think-
8 minutes.
is it 8?
Yep,
Okay.
it's 8.
Yeah.
I think it used to be 10.
No way.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
didn't it used to be 10 for a while, I feel like?
Maybe at the beginning
Not
of the
that I
game.
remember.
At the
Yeah, maybe
towards the
it's
beginning, I
Yeah.
think it was, but I think over time they were like, yeah,
No, this is way too long.
Especially because Puff started
Yeah.
making rounds.
A
and
set
every-
could take an hour.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there was one set. It was Michael versus Bananas. There was a whole like 30-minute YouTube doc about it. Like when y'all go home, you can look up Michael versus Bananas. It's a well-edited doc of like Ices versus Puff and how the meta of that would just be like you get one hit and you run away.
I think I actually saw that video
Yeah.
forever ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
I do remember
It was
this
a really
video.
good video, but yeah, like that just Smash is just like that.
Yeah.
I remember.
And it's like so adverse to how, like, as somebody who plays fighting games that aren't Smash, like I play Dragon Ball Fighters and like, which I know Semi probably has like the same mindset as me.
Sammy loves fighting games.
Where I'm just like, you kind of have to approach
Yeah.
at some point, unless you're a zoner. But even then, I am doing things to actively get in on you, and you have to react properly to that.
Yeah.
In Smash, it is literally just running around platforms.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, like the longest fighting game match is like 2 minutes or something.
Yeah,
And-
max.
or yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
on top of
it's
that,
like 90 seconds, right?
Yeah.
so for Dragon Ball, we have a timer that's 5 minutes long because it's a 3v3 tag fighter.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the game is really fast paced
Which
with
is still-
super long block strings and stuff.
Yeah.
So you don't really have like, there's not it.
You're not running
It's
away.
5 minutes, but it doesn't feel like
Yeah.
5 minutes
Yeah.
when you're playing.
It's also still 2 minutes faster than Smash.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And just seeing how Smash like just can take so much longer based on one person.
Yeah.
Even if one person's like willing to run at you and just throw his head against the wall, the other person could just say nah.
Yeah, which
dude, and some
Yeah.
people want to raise the clock. That's
What?
Yeah, some
Really?
people.
Well, I mean-
some people are like, well, if the clock's at like 10 minutes, that's gonna decentivize timeouts. And I'm like, no. People are just gonna camp out for longer.
no, like that will incentivize people to play slower.
Yeah.
That is the
Yeah.
opposite effect.
I wish
of
the
what-
clock was 5 minutes.
So do I.
Yeah.
Like,
No, okay, I think
because I think timeouts should be a viable strategy.
honestly, I think 7 minutes is perfect.
Like 7 minutes, all right.
7 minutes. Is
No game, but no
fine.
game has ever naturally gone to time for me.
I think.
Like I've had games where I'm playing careful neutral and it gets down to 2 minutes. You know.
Yeah.
So I like the 6 to 5 minute range more than I like the 7 minute range.
Yeah.
I think
Simply because of how long one person can just basically artificially extend a match length purely because they don't want to
Yeah.
interact.
And people think like timeouts are the worst thing in the world. Timeouts are fine. It's just like
dude, timeouts can be
Time-
hype.
timeouts can be
No,
hype.
I-
No, the last 30 seconds of a timeout is more entertaining than most Smash.
Yeah.
Like, almost all Smash.
I don't have an issue with timeouts being a viable win condition. I have an issue with timeouts being where you have to artificially inflate the match time purely to
No,
get to
yes.
that point.
Yeah, that's why I think it
That's
should be
where I have
shorter.
an issue with
Yeah.
it. If you get it around 6 minutes where it still technically has to be a little bit inflated artificially just
Mhm.
by strategies and stuff, but it still feels kind of a little less like they just added 2 minutes to this game for no reason
Yeah.
type, you
Well,
know?
I mean,
in my opinion.
yeah.
I agree.
And I'm not very good at this game. So
I respectfully disagree because if you're just gonna say, "Well, I don't think it's cool," to artificially inflate the time, like that's Sonic's best strategy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like zoners, and like that's what they do. But it's like I feel like if we're gonna start banning things for being not cool or not good spectator, I mean, you want to start at other things first. I think there are
No.
much bigger
Okay,
issues.
which
but I think-
I do understand, and I'm not necessarily,
Oh, yeah,
saying,
yeah.
you know, it's just like, at least from all the time I've spent playing the game, just casually to like semi try hardy, where I'm still bad at the game but try my best. I don't think I've ever actually seen a timeout happen. In
Yeah, it
my
never
3+
actually-
years of playing Smash.
I've timed people out before.
I've gotten timed out once in friendlies. Like, that's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Ren, his
No,
sheet.
but I've timed out people before. I had a set with a Pac-Man. Shout out to Jay Birdie. It was 2-0. Both games were timeouts.
Really.
So
Wow.
annoying.
Yeah, and like I've timed out people on Wi-Fi. I mean, like sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm. Which I do understand from that point of view. And I'm not necessarily like, dissing the people that do it. Just from my point of view, I just don't necessarily understand why it has to be so
Yeah.
long, I guess,
I think the same strategies, like timeout strategies, would still work if it was 5 minutes. Like, Sonic would still be a threat, spin
I
dashing in
think
the corner.
I think Sonic would be uncontested number 1 if it was only 5 minutes.
I
You think
do
so?
agree with that because it's so short,
Yeah,
that you don't
because
really have a
then-
chance to
You
come
think
back.
the longer timer...
Okay, but look, the extra 2 minutes gives, say, Wario an extra 2 minutes to find a loft,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but like...
which I mean,
I do agree with from that perspective, but I don't know. It's like trying to find a proper balance between, how much extra time is necessarily needed for a comeback versus how much
Yeah.
time is too much to where it just kind of ruins the entire flow of the game.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, which I totally understand. I just think 7's perfect right now because the only person at top level that you really see getting consistent timeouts is
Sonics, which I'm not sure if we necessarily need to adjust every single time
and then
rule based on
I think
one
Gluto
character.
sometimes gets them too.
Yeah, well, Gluto's on it. But then it's like you have other zoners like Apollo Kage, who his games last like 3 minutes.
Because Apollo Kage, his combos with Peach are insane, man. Some of the float stuff he hits.
You thinking about Mutes?
You're thinking about Mutes.
Or Mute, sorry.
Apollo Kage plays Snake.
I am intelligent.
You're all good. You're all good.
I said Peach, huh?
I've been trying to keep up with Smash for the past like 4 or 5 years at this point, and everybody's just kind of melded together.
No, I totally understand
time.
that. I totally understand that.
I think at one point I confused like MVD with like Dabuz for a little bit for some reason, and I'm not even sure how. But like,
those are the two most different players I've ever seen.
And I don't even understand how it happened, but just trying to keep up, especially because there's so many like micro scenes with international scene, and then you'll see like these smaller players rise up out of nowhere and just kind of take the international scene by storm. For example, when Mutes first like kind of appeared, no one really expected it off like rip that wasn't in his region. You know? I remember when I first saw like a Mutes game, I was like, who the fuck is this? And then he was rolling people on the international, and I'm like, what is this?
Yeah. Mutes kind of spawned in at levels where at first, he's a really good regional threat, but then at some point he just went from like a threat to regional to like just beating top players. And I don't know when that happened, but it just sort of happened. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, no. But yeah, there's a million people to keep track of in the scene. Jake's really good at that, actually. You'd be like, who's so-and-so from this state? And he's like, he's like 7th on their PR. How do you know that? Like,
how do I know that? I play Wi-Fi.
I'm like, how do you know who's number 5 in Washington?
Well, I mean...
Do not tell me you know who number 5 in Washington is.
I know, like, roughly who is top 5 in Washington. I don't know exactly top 5.
Who? I'm going to look it up.
No.
Give me your best guess. Who's number 5 in Washington?
I
know Mystery Soul is retired, so I want to go with maybe JoJo the Hobo.
Let me check right now.
I'm pretty sure JoJo the Hobo is Sova.
Holy shit!
Is it actually
it's JoJo the Hobo? Actually, are you kidding me? The Toon Link Incineroar?
Yeah.
What is this? Spring 2023 JoJo the Hobo, number 5.
Where'd my glasses go?
Oh my god.
What?
That's crazy.
That's absurd.
It's just like that.
Like, yeah, no, he's actually just like that. I'm like, are you
First
kidding
off,
me?
why do you know anybody from the Washington?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We have 2,000 miles between us.
Did you even play anyone from like Washington?
Yeah. I mean, like, I play a lot of Wi-Fi, so I mean, I just kind of know people.
God.
That's what I'm talking about.
That hurt my soul.
Yes,
I'm gonna need to know.
the Hobo.
I'm gonna need to know when this is published because I'm gonna go back and clip that.
About 2 weeks.
All right.
Like 8 days from now.
Yeah, 8
Okay.
days-ish.
Awesome.
Because the James episode should be premiering tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll definitely give that a peep.
So we got a lot of information from James, a lot of it being just like general structure of, varsity stuff and, just about how the esports are run here, which is actually really interesting.
Yeah.
And I highly encourage you guys watch it just from,
Yeah.
if you're ever interested in anything random like that, it's kind of fun to hear. And he also talked very well on your guys' names on Smash Teams.
Thanks, James.
We love James.
James is so nice.
Shout out to James. He's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think that we should probably start getting to a wrap
Oh,
here
yeah.
because we're around an hour 20 in and we have to export all of this to get it
Yeah.
to edit. So any shout outs you guys want to do, socials that people can find you at, things like that?
I'm Justin D1224 on Twitter. That's the one I use the most.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at Phirb_PHIRB _ on Twitter as well. And honestly, shout outs to Miami Varsity for, picking us up, taking us to stuff and, being really nice. I probably wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for the opportunities that they've given us. So shout outs to everyone on the program.
Real special shout out to Jen.
Love Jen. She's the best.
Yeah.
I really want to talk to Jen some more. I haven't really had a chance yet, but
she's she works so hard. She's probably always busy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, she's amazing.
Yeah, because when I I did the esports Miami Bound, which is the first one this year. It's kind of an early program for freshmen. I don't think I would be this involved as I am right now if it wasn't for that program. And Jen was kind of the head of that, so it was a pretty good time.
And it worked out perfectly because he's my roommate. So I kind of like was able to get involved with everything through him in a sense. Discord tags, if you don't mind throwing.
Yeah, I think mine's just Lombardi _.
All right.
And mine's just Phirb.
Yeah,
and you guys are in varsity esports.
Varsity esports. Yeah.
And then the Smash Club Discord as well, correct?
Yep.
Yeah,
We're
I
in
can
those.
throw stuff in the description. But is there like any? This will come out like probably like beginning of October. Is there any like events around that time you want to shout out? People can look out for you for or anything streamed.
October. We almost had something planned for October with the Smash Club.
We might have Saturday trials, maybe? Saturday trials.
Oh
too?
yeah, we might do Saturday trials.
Yeah, Saturday trials due October 7th
Maybe.
in Columbus.
That is
We're
in-
looking to go into that.
Yeah,
which was Saturday Trials 1 was Phirb's breakout performance last year. He got second over
wow.
Geist and Doorstop.
Wow.
Well, no, he took a set off Geist. Geist won the tournament.
Yeah,
But
no. My run there was really good. I beat Wolfie, who at the time was number 1 in the end. Sage mid Ices. Plus, he's really good. He was ranked. Doorstop, and Geist.
Yeah,
So-
insane.
We saw second last year.
Yeah. Number 1 this year.
Number
We're
one
shooting
this
for the
year.
All
top.
I'm saying, I mean, low key, it'd be cool, but no, there's a huge pot, and there's gonna be like, top people coming out. So we'll see.
And if you're listening from Miami, we have Smash in Honor every Saturday in the engineering building, room 270.
270. Yep.
Ultimate begins at 1 p.m. There's
Yep.
a Start GG page.
Yep.
And then Melee starts at 2 p.m. Then Leaky Weekly,
Which is, by the way, not club
which
sponsored.
is
Not
not
club
club
sponsors.
sponsored.
I have to
it's
say
a
that.
completely
Just
separate
hosted. Yeah.
weekly.
Every Friday.
Typically every Friday.
Yeah, so-
assuming Semi and Lunar want to run it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We can throw the Discords in the description. If you
Yeah.
want to check it out.
if y'all have any questions about the tournaments, I help. I mean, I help with the Leaky, but I also am the tournament organizer for all the Smash Club
You can
stuff.
just hit us up on Discord
Yep.
or Twitter.
Yeah. And
yes.
club meetings Wednesday, 7 to 10,
Yep.
same room.
7 to 10, EGB 270. It's a great
Yes.
time.
We just play friendlies. It's
Yep.
really fun.
Yep.
You can
and
get Camp by Biz.
You can get
and
Camp by
friendlies.
Biz for an hour, or you can
and
play,
also,
you can
I
play
will
one of
say
us.
that we're working on getting like a more casual setup on the projector. So not just 1v1 tryouts, but maybe some items with some free
8-player
draw.
Smash.
Yeah.
Or you can- or you can-
No, not 8-player. I hate 8-player.
Nah, 8-player low-key goes hard.
I've played 8-player
2v2,
on a projector
2v2.
with
Yeah.
friends and without teams. It was hell.
I love
because on
teams.
top of that, it was back in high school, and I was like, out of like all the marching band kids, I was probably like the best one that would consistently play. I would still get my ass beat by some other people, but I was like the best consistently,
Mhm.
which is kind of weird coming here and then getting my ass beat by everyone else. But it would be just me getting targeted for like 5 minutes straight.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's the whole meme of like, he has 3 stocks left.
Mhm.
And then like everyone just jumps you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you come to club, you come to play Ultimate, and then you get Borg to convince you to play Melee at some point, and then,
Or Malays.
Yeah.
or Malays.
One of those
Malays
two.
was in there last
You want to
week.
play
but-
some Melee? Melee is really good compared to Ultimate.
Yeah, Borg got you guys to play doubles with us, didn't he?
Dubs
I
was
didn't,
fun.
I didn't play Dubs.
Yeah, it was.
It was me and Scoops, I think.
Yeah.
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 I found my
We
soul
love
man,
Borg.
Pikachu.
He's so funny.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So, any last like wrap up things
Uh,
that you guys wanted to say, or
I mean, I was
cover
gonna say,
everything?
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say thank you for having us. Like,
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
fun.
thank you for
we,
coming
we
on.
appreciate you guys
This
coming
was
out
super fun.
because
yeah.
I know you weren't really busy today, but I'm sure that this is really last minute for
No,
you because I'm
no.
pretty sure.
He asked me yesterday, and I was like, "Yeah, that's all right."
He and I are
That sounds fun.
roommates. I kind of was like, all right, dude,
He's like, "You gotta come," and I was like,
you gotta
"All
come.
right."
You've got nothing going on.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
That
like,
was
this
cool.
is yeah.
Really like talking to you guys.
All right.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well,
we'll see you guys in more Smash stuff, right?
Yeah.
All
Thanks
right.
For,
Yeah.
Thanks for coming
So-
on. Thanks everyone who's watching this for watching this.
And then next week should be the Valorant episode.
Should be the Valorant
assuming
episode.
everything goes properly.
Looking forward to
that.
So
I will actually tune in that for sure.
tune back in for that. We're gonna
Yeah.
catch up with. We believe it's gonna be Comfy. To go over some of like Valorant varsity stuff that's going on season so far.
And kind of the shit show that is Valorant esports right now.
yes,
I've heard about
because,
some stuff.
Yeah.
with the amount of esports teams that have dropped and come back, and then everything that's going on right now,
it'll be an entertaining one, to say the least.
Yeah.
For sure.
So tune in for that one, and hope you guys have a good day.
Awesome.
Have
See
a
ya.
good one.
See ya.
See ya.